In this video, I put all my videos together so you can listen anywhere or whenever you want. So let's get started.
Where are you from, and what is your job?
I am from a small and friendly town where the people are kind and life is quiet. I work as a teacher, and my job is to help students learn English. Every day I teach new words, simple sentences, and fun ways to practice speaking. I enjoy helping others because learning a new language can change their lives and make it easier for them to talk to people around the world. I love gathering with family for big weekend brunches. Everyone contributes something to the meal, whether it's pancakes, fresh fruit, or homemade jams. It's not just about the food, though. It's a time when we can all sit together, catch up on each other's lives, and share some laughs. These gatherings remind me of how important family bonds are. The warmth and love I feel in those moments are what I cherish most, and they stay with me long after the meal is over. Spring is my favorite season because it feels like a time of renewal. The air smells fresher, flowers are blooming, and everything seems more alive. During spring, I love spending more time outdoors, whether it's hiking, picnicking, or just sitting in my garden soaking up the sun. It's also when I prepare for my herb garden, planting basil, rosemary, and mint, which I'll later use in my cooking. Spring always brings me a sense of hope and inspiration for new beginnings. I enjoy painting and baking. Painting has been a part of my life since childhood. I used to doodle on anything I could find. Over the years, I began working with watercolors and acrylics to create things I'm truly proud of, like landscapes and portraits. Baking, on the other hand, came later. It started as a way to take my mind off stressful days, and now it's so rewarding to experiment with cookies, cakes, and bread. My family loves trying my creations, and it feels good to make something that brings happiness to others. I live in a quiet neighborhood just outside the city. My home is surrounded by trees and has a small garden where I like to spend time. What I love most about it is the balance it offers. I get the peace of nature without being too far from the urban hustle. On weekends, I often take walks around the area, appreciating the fresh air and friendly neighbors. At the same time, all the shops, cafes, and cultural events are just a short drive away, making it the best of both worlds. Traveling is one of my favorite activities. It allows me to explore new places, meet different people, and learn about other cultures. Whenever I travel, I like to try local food and visit famous landmarks. Sometimes I travel with my family or friends, which makes the experience even more enjoyable. Traveling can also teach you how to solve problems, like finding your way if you get lost. Whether it's a short trip to a nearby city or a long vacation to another country, traveling always feels exciting and refreshing.
Weekends are my favorite because I get to spend time with my family. On Saturday mornings, we often clean the house together. Later, we visit the market to buy vegetables, fruits, and other groceries. On Sunday, we sometimes go to the nearby zoo to see the animals. I like watching the monkeys jump around and the elephants eat bananas. We also have lunch at a small cafe and enjoy desserts like ice cream. Weekends are always full of love, fun, and good memories.
Exercise is important for staying healthy and fit. It helps our body stay strong and also makes us feel good mentally by reducing stress and improving our mood. There are many ways to exercise, so you can choose something you enjoy. For example, some people like going for a morning walk or jogging in the park, while others prefer swimming or playing sports like football, basketball, or tennis. If you don't have much time, even small activities can make a difference, such as climbing stairs or cleaning your house. By making exercise a daily habit, you can stay healthier, stronger, and more cheerful. Every day, I follow a simple routine. I wake up early in the morning, usually around 7 a.m., and start my day with a quick workout or some stretching. After that, I take a shower and eat a healthy breakfast. Then, I sit down to work or study for a few hours. Around noon, I have lunch and take a short break to relax. In the afternoon, I continue with my tasks or sometimes spend time on a hobby like reading or painting. By evening, I like to go for a walk or meet friends. After dinner, I watch some TV or read a book before going to bed around 10 p.m. This routine helps me stay active and organized.
My mother and I bake cookies together on special days. First, we mix flour, sugar, butter, and chocolate chips in a big bowl. Then, we shape the dough into small balls and place them on a baking tray. The cookies bake in the oven, and the whole kitchen smells sweet and delicious. While we wait, we clean the kitchen and talk about funny things. When the cookies are ready, we carefully take them out and wait for them to cool down. Eating the warm cookies with a glass of milk feels so wonderful. Baking with my mother is always a special experience.
Nature is full of beauty and surprises, and it plays a vital role in our lives. It includes everything around us from the green trees, colorful flowers, and flowing rivers to majestic mountains. Spending time in nature can make you feel calm and peaceful, whether you're walking through a park or sitting by a lake. Sadly, human activities, like cutting down forests and polluting rivers, harm nature and threaten the environment. To protect it, we can plant trees, reduce waste, and use fewer plastic items. Caring for nature not only helps the planet, but also ensures a better life for future generations.
I like going to the market with my mother because it is full of life and colors. We usually go there on weekends to buy fresh fruits, vegetables, and bread. I love apples because they are sweet and crispy, and my mother always buys me some. The market is always busy, with people talking, laughing, and walking around, with bags full of food. We stop at different stalls to pick out the freshest items. Sometimes I help my mother choose the vegetables by looking closely to find the best ones. After shopping, we carry the heavy bags home together, and I feel proud to help.
Work plays an important role in our lives. It allows us to earn money, learn new skills, and achieve our goals. People work in many different jobs, such as teachers, doctors, engineers, or shopkeepers. Some jobs are very physical, like farming or construction, while others require sitting at a desk and using a computer. Sometimes work can be challenging and tiring, especially when there are deadlines or tough tasks to complete. A good job can make you feel proud and satisfied, especially when you see the results of your efforts or when someone appreciates your hard work. Having a positive attitude towards work makes it easier and more enjoyable.
Winter is my favorite season because everything feels magical and special. The weather becomes cold, and I wear my warm jacket, scarf, and gloves to stay cozy. Sometimes, snow falls and covers the ground like a white blanket. My friends and I go outside to play in the snow, building big snowmen and throwing snowballs at each other. It's so much fun that we don't feel cold while playing. Afterward, we go back inside, where my mother gives us hot chocolate to drink. I love sitting by the window with my hot drink, looking at the snow outside. Winter always feels like a happy dream.
Hobbies are activities that bring joy and relaxation to our lives. Everyone has a hobby they love, such as drawing, cooking, playing an instrument, or gardening. Some hobbies are active, like hiking, cycling, or fishing, and they help you stay fit while spending time outdoors. Others are quiet and creative, such as reading books, writing stories, or knitting, which allow you to focus and feel calm. Sharing hobbies with friends or family, like playing board games or cooking together, can make the experience even more enjoyable. Having a hobby gives you a way to relax, be productive, and feel happier in your free time.
There is a library in my neighborhood where I like to spend my afternoons. The library is quiet, with many shelves full of books. I borrow picture books and short stories that are easy for me to read. Sometimes I sit by the big window and enjoy reading, while the sunlight falls on the pages. The librarian is friendly and helps me choose interesting books. I feel very peaceful when I read stories about brave characters and exciting adventures. Visiting the library is one of my favorite activities.
Food is not just something we eat to stay alive, it's also a way to connect with others and enjoy life. Eating healthy food, such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains, gives our body the energy and strength it needs to stay active and fight illnesses. It's okay to enjoy junk food like candy and chips once in a while, but eating too much of it can harm your health. Preparing meals at home is fun and allows you to control the ingredients you use. For example, you can try making a delicious salad or baking a cake to share with your family. Food brings people together at celebrations, holidays, and family dinners, making it a special and meaningful part of our lives. Technology has made our lives easier and more exciting in many ways. We use phones, computers, and other gadgets to communicate, work, study, and even entertain ourselves. Technology also helps us in emergencies, like finding directions using GPS or calling for help when needed. However, too much screen time can be harmful to your eyes, posture, and mental health. That's why it's important to take breaks and spend time away from devices. Reading a book, enjoying nature, or exercising can be good alternatives. If you learn to use technology responsibly, it can save you time, keep you connected, and make your life more convenient.
My grandparents have a small farm in the countryside. During holidays, we visit them and stay for a few days. The farm has cows, goats, and chickens, and we help feed them. There is a wide field where my cousins and I run and play. At night, we sit outside and look at the stars in the clear sky. My grandmother makes tasty food, and my grandfather tells us funny stories. I always feel happy and free when I'm at the farm with my family.
Family is one of the biggest parts of our lives, and they are the people we trust the most. A family can include your parents, siblings, grandparents, or even close friends who feel like family. Spending time together helps us bond and create lifelong memories, whether it's having dinner or going on a holiday. Parents teach us important lessons, like how to be kind and responsible, while siblings are often our first playmates and lifelong friends. A loving and caring family gives you strength, comfort, and happiness, helping you feel supported in good times and bad.
I have a fluffy black cat named Coco. She has shiny green eyes and a very soft tail. Coco likes to sleep near the window, where the sun shines in the morning. She also loves to play with a ball of yarn and sometimes chases it all over the house. At night, she quietly sits beside my bed while I read a story. I always give her milk and some cat food, and she purrs happily in return. Having Coco as a pet makes me feel very happy and relaxed. My school is a big, colorful building near my home. There are many classrooms where we study subjects like math, science, and history. My teachers are nice, and they always help us when we have questions. At lunchtime, my friends and I sit together and eat sandwiches or snacks. After lunch, we sometimes play games like tag in the schoolyard. I enjoy learning new things and spending time with my classmates. Going to school is both fun and exciting for me. Rainy days are special because everything looks fresh and clean. I like sitting by the window and watching the rain fall on the trees and flowers. Sometimes I wear my raincoat and boots to go outside and splash in puddles. My friends and I laugh and play until we get tired and wet. When we come back inside, my mother gives us warm soup to drink. Playing in the rain makes me feel excited and happy. I enjoy these simple and fun moments.
The concept of time is both fascinating and elusive, shaping every aspect of our lives in ways we often take for granted. Unlike tangible resources, time is intangible and finite, slipping steadily through our grasp despite our best efforts to control it. It influences how we prioritize our goals, make decisions, and perceive the world around us, serving as a constant reminder of life's fleeting nature. Interestingly, time's relativity has been proven scientifically, as Einstein's theories demonstrate how gravity and velocity can warp its passage.
I love riding my bicycle around my neighborhood. My bicycle is red and has a small basket in the front. I ride it to the park in the morning and sometimes to the nearby playground. When I ride, I feel the fresh air on my face, which makes me smile. My father taught me how to ride it, and now I can go fast but safely. Cycling is fun and helps me stay active and healthy. I always feel happy when I hear the wheels spinning and the breeze around me. My family likes to take road trips during holidays. We pack our bags, prepare some sandwiches, and get into the car early in the morning. Sometimes we see cows, horses, and sheep in the fields along the way. We usually stop at a rest area to stretch our legs and eat snacks. Finally, we reach our destination, which is often a park or a scenic spot. These trips are always fun and full of adventure.
Water is very important for all living things. We need it to drink, cook, clean, and even grow our food. Without water, plants and animals cannot survive. However, not everyone in the world has clean water to use, and some people waste it by not turning off taps. To save water, we should use it carefully, like watering plants early in the morning or fixing leaks at home. Protecting rivers, lakes, and seas from pollution is also important, so future generations can have safe water.
I have a small garden in front of my house. It has many beautiful flowers like roses, tulips, and sunflowers. Every morning I water the plants, using a small watering can. Sometimes I find butterflies flying around the flowers, which makes me very happy. There is also a little birdhouse and birds come there to rest. On weekends, my father helps me pull out the weeds to keep the garden clean. I love taking care of my garden because it brings me so much joy.
Pollution is a big problem in many cities around the world. It happens when the air, water, or land gets dirty because of waste, chemicals, or smoke. For example, factories and cars release harmful gases into the air, which can make it difficult to breathe. Throwing trash in rivers or on the ground also causes pollution and harms animals and plants. To solve this problem, we can recycle, plant more trees, and reduce the use of plastic. Everyone needs to work together to keep the environment clean.
How do you typically spend your weekends?
My weekends are a mix of relaxation and getting things done, depending on what I need. On Saturday mornings, I usually sleep in a little later than usual since it's my day off. After breakfast, I might catch up on chores like cleaning my room, doing laundry, or running errands. Once that's done, I reward myself by relaxing with a good book or trying a new recipe in the kitchen. On some weekends, I go out to meet friends, explore a new cafe, or visit family members. At the end of the weekend, I make sure to choose an activity, like journaling or meditating, to mentally prepare myself for the new week ahead.
Describe your most memorable holiday.
One of the most memorable holidays I've ever had was a trip to Bali, Indonesia. The island's lush green rice terraces, golden beaches created a postcard-perfect destination. I stayed in a cozy villa surrounded by palm trees, where the scent of frangipanis filled the air. The evenings were equally enchanting, with dinners of spicy nasi goreng under the starlit sky. What made this trip unforgettable was the incredible hospitality of the locals and the sense of tranquility that hung in the air, making it feel like a true escape from the rush of everyday life.
Why do you want to learn English?
I want to learn English because it helps me achieve my dreams. English is used all over the world. I want to travel and meet new people. Learning English helps me talk to them. It can also help me get a better job in the future. Sometimes it is hard to learn new words and say them correctly, but I practice every day to improve. Thinking about studying in other countries also keeps me excited. For me, English is not just a language. It is a way to grow, explore, and connect with others.
Why do you prefer holidays in the countryside?
I prefer spending my holidays in the countryside because it offers a peaceful and natural environment. The countryside allows me to escape the hustle and bustle of the city and enjoy fresh air and beautiful landscapes. I love taking long walks in the woods, or simply sitting by a quiet lake, which helps me unwind. On the other hand, I do enjoy the city when I'm in the mood for visiting museums, shopping, or trying new restaurants. But overall, the countryside feels more relaxing and refreshing for a holiday.
Do you prefer mornings or evenings?
I definitely prefer mornings because they feel so fresh and peaceful. Waking up early gives me a chance to start my day on a positive note. I like the stillness of the morning. It helps me focus and organize my plans for the day. I usually use this time to exercise or go for a jog, which energizes me. Evenings can also be nice, but I feel that mornings are more productive. Everything feels less rushed, and I enjoy the quiet time before the day becomes busy.
How do you like to spend your weekends?
On weekends, I love to take a break from my weekday routine and do things that make me happy. I usually start my Saturday by sleeping in a little, enjoying a slow morning with a cup of tea or coffee. Later, I might meet up with friends for lunch or go shopping to browse for something new. If I'm feeling creative, I'll spend time on a hobby like painting or journaling. Sundays are usually calmer. I enjoy relaxing at home or reading a book. Weekends are my time to recharge and prepare for the week ahead.
What does your daily routine look like?
My day is simple but busy. I wake up early in the morning and eat breakfast. Then I go to school or work. I study and learn new things during the day. After lunch, I spend time on my homework or projects. Sometimes I go for a walk to relax. In the evening, I help my family with chores. Later, I read a book or watch a show before bedtime. I like to plan my day so I can do everything on time. My tip is to make a list. It helps you stay organized and stress less.
What strategies do you use to manage stress?
When I feel stressed, I try to calm myself by focusing on activities that relax my mind. The first thing I do is take deep breaths, which helps me feel more in control. Sometimes I talk to a close friend or family member about what's bothering me because sharing my feelings makes me feel less alone. If I have time, I take a break by going for a walk, which always helps improve my mood. Lastly, if nothing else works, I remind myself it's okay to take things one step at a time and give myself permission to rest.
Who inspires you and why?
My grandfather has always been a profound source of inspiration in my life. A retired teacher, he is the epitome of wisdom, kindness, and perseverance. Despite facing numerous challenges during his youth, he remained steadfast in his pursuit of education and left an indelible mark on countless students over his long career. Whenever I feel overwhelmed, his stories of resilience remind me to stay determined and hopeful. He treats every person he meets with respect and compassion, embodying the values I strive to live by. My grandfather's life is a shining example of how kindness and determination can leave a lasting legacy.
What do you do to stay healthy?
To stay healthy, I try to maintain a balanced diet and exercise regularly. I make sure to include lots of fruits and vegetables in my meals, and I drink plenty of water throughout the day. I also enjoy doing yoga and going for a walk in the park, as it helps me relax and stay active. On top of that, I try to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night to recharge my body. Staying healthy is important to me because it gives me the energy I need to focus on my studies and other activities.
How do you typically celebrate your birthday?
I love celebrating my birthday, and I usually like to plan something that makes the day special. I start by spending time with my family in the morning. We enjoy breakfast together. Later in the day, I might meet my friends and go out for lunch or dinner. We eat at one of my favorite restaurants or try a new place that we've been curious about. If the weather is good, I enjoy spending the day outside, maybe having a picnic in a park or visiting an interesting spot in the city. Birthdays help me reflect on the past year and look forward to the year ahead, so I try to make it a cheerful and meaningful day.
Why do you enjoy learning new skills?
Yes, I really enjoy learning new skills because it keeps me motivated and helps me grow as a person. For instance, I recently started learning how to play the guitar, and it has been such an exciting experience. I believe learning new things not only adds variety to life, but also boosts confidence. It also opens doors to new opportunities, whether it's improving at work, meeting new people, or simply discovering a hobby that you love. For me, acquiring skills is a way of challenging myself and staying curious about the world.
What are the benefits of learning a foreign language?
Learning a foreign language opens up a world of possibilities in both personal and professional life. It fosters cultural understanding by allowing you to connect deeply with people from different backgrounds, appreciating their traditions, values, and perspectives. On a personal level, it boosts confidence as you master the ability to communicate in a new tongue, enhancing skills like listening, memory, and problem-solving. Furthermore, learning a foreign language broadens your worldview and helps break down barriers, enabling you to travel and form meaningful relationships without being limited by language.
Describe a time you quickly learned something new.
In my previous role, I was tasked with leading a project that required knowledge of a new software tool I was unfamiliar with. To get up to speed quickly, I dedicated time to online tutorials and sought guidance from colleagues who had experience with the tool. I also practiced using the software in a test environment to build my confidence. Within a short period, I was able to effectively utilize the tool to manage the project, which was completed successfully and on time.
What is your daily routine as an English teacher?
My morning routine as an English teacher helps me start the day feeling prepared and energized. I wake up early, have a healthy breakfast, and spend a few minutes reviewing my lesson plans. This gives me time to think about activities that will make the classes engaging for my students. I also like to spend some quiet time reading or writing in English to sharpen my own skills. Before leaving, I prepare any materials, like worksheets or presentations, and pack them in my bag. Staying organized in the morning sets a positive tone for the entire day and makes teaching more enjoyable.
How has technology changed education?
Technology has revolutionized education, transforming how we learn and teach in remarkable ways. With tools like interactive whiteboards, online resources, and virtual classrooms, learning has become more dynamic, accessible, and personalized. Students can now access vast libraries of knowledge at their fingertips and learn at their own pace through e-learning platforms. For teachers, technology streamlines lesson planning and enables engaging methods like multimedia presentations. Despite these drawbacks, the integration of technology continues to break barriers, fostering innovation and inclusivity in education, and preparing students for a tech-driven future.
How do you handle stress and pressure?
I handle stress and pressure by staying organized and maintaining a positive mindset. I break down tasks into manageable steps and set realistic deadlines to avoid feeling overwhelmed. I also prioritize self-care, such as regular exercise and mindfulness practices, to keep my stress levels in check. When faced with high-pressure situations, I focus on problem-solving and remain adaptable, seeking support from colleagues if needed. This approach helps me stay calm and productive, even in challenging circumstances.
What are your favorite hobbies?
I have many hobbies, but my favorite one is painting. I love using colors to show my feelings. It makes me feel calm and happy. I also enjoy reading books. Stories take me to new and exciting places. Gardening is another hobby I love. I like planting flowers and taking care of them. Watching them grow makes me feel proud. Sometimes I write in my journal. Writing helps me share my thoughts and relax. Hobbies make life fun and interesting. They give me time to focus on myself. My tip is to try different hobbies. You can find one that makes you happy. Hobbies are a great way to feel good and even make new friends. They help you learn and grow every day.
What challenges did you face while learning English?
When I started learning English, it was hard. I did not know many words and felt shy to speak. Listening English conversation videos helped me a lot. I also wrote simple sentences every day to practice. Sometimes I made mistakes, but I learned from them. I joined a small group to talk in English. This gave me confidence. Reading short stories also made learning fun. My tip for beginners is to practice a little every day. Don't be afraid to try. The more you practice, the better you get. It's okay to learn slowly. Keep going.
Why are you leaving your current job?
I am leaving my current job to seek new challenges and opportunities for growth that align more closely with my career goals. While I have learned a great deal and appreciate the experiences I've had, I am eager to expand my skills and take on new responsibilities. I am particularly interested in your company because of its innovative approach and commitment to professional development, which I believe will provide the ideal environment for me to contribute and grow.
What motivates you at work?
I am motivated by the opportunity to make a meaningful impact and contribute to the success of my team and organization. I find great satisfaction in solving complex problems and seeing the tangible results of my efforts. Additionally, I am driven by continuous learning and personal growth, as I enjoy acquiring new skills and knowledge that enhance my capabilities. Working in a collaborative environment where I can share ideas and learn from others also fuels my motivation.
How do you handle feedback and criticism?
I view feedback and criticism as valuable opportunities for growth and improvement. I approach them with an open mind and a willingness to learn. When receiving feedback, I listen carefully, ask clarifying questions if needed, and reflect on how I can apply it to enhance my performance. I appreciate constructive criticism as it helps me identify areas for development and take proactive steps to address them. This mindset has allowed me to continuously improve and succeed in my roles.
How did you overcome language barriers?
Overcoming language barriers has been a learning experience for me. When I moved to a place where English was the main language, I struggled to understand and express myself. I started by using translation apps to communicate in tricky situations. Joining local events helped me practice the language in real-life settings, and people were often patient and kind. I also learned to rely on gestures and expressions to fill gaps when I didn't know the right words. Asking questions when I didn't understand something became my go-to strategy. It wasn't always easy, but persistence and staying open to learning made a huge difference.